Hey guys, I'm Jess and I'm an OTA student at Fox College, and this is my boyfriend Brian.
Hello.
Who didn't want to be in this video at all, but he's going to be putting together a desk for me today. So today Brian is going to be building and positioning my desk in my room since I got demoted to my bed for class when my mom started working from home. When he's standing, the center of gravity is located about 6 inches below the belly button in the pelvis area. And then when he moves to a kneeling position, the center of gravity shifts lower into the pelvis and the hip area. And then the downward shift is necessary so he can maintain balance and stability. When he leans over to grab the piece, the center of gravity shifts to the right. And then when he leans forward to screw the pieces together, the center of gravity would shift anteriorly. His base of support is in his knees with a little bit of help from the toes. The knees are positioned slightly less than shoulder width apart. And then they're positioned that way so that he does not fall over when he leans forward to screw the pieces together. So there's a lot of movements that are occurring when building the desk, but the main joint that I'm going to be focusing on is the proximal and distal radial ulnar joint. The distal radial ulnar joint is located in the wrist, while the proximal is located in the elbow. The motion that I'm going to be focusing on is forearm supination and pronation. The radial ulnar joint is a uniaxial pivot joint. And then forearm pronation and supination occur in the transverse plane along a longitudinal axis. So supination and pronation is seen when he's using the screwdriver. Normal range of motion for that is 80 to 90 degrees, and I'd say he's giving me about 50 to 60 degrees with the muscle strength score of 5. So in order to put the desk together, you will obviously need to use screws as a simple machine. The screws provide a rotational force into a linear axis, and the spiral edges of the screw give it the ability to do its work. The screws help bring all of the parts of the desk together. So here's a picture of the progress that Brian made while I watched. Now that the desk is finished, we're going to have to move it to the correct spot of the room, and hopefully it fits because I did not measure anything when I bought it online. In regards to friction, you can see that he is pushing the desk across the carpet as opposed to pulling it, and this is increasing friction just because the carpet is not a smooth, slippery surface for the desk to glide across. A way to reduce friction in this case would be to pull the desk instead of pushing it. Since adding wheels on the desk wasn't an option, this was just going to be the easiest way to reduce friction and make it easier for the desk to be moved in the correct spot. So Newton's first law of inertia is demonstrated in this video. Newton's first law states that an object at rest will stay at rest unless acted upon by an outside force, just as an object in motion will stay in motion unless acted upon by an outside force. So as shown, the desk did not move and will not move unless Brian pushes or pulls it. So one intervention for the person building the desk is to maintain proper body mechanics in order to prevent injury. So as you saw, Brian moved around a lot from standing to kneeling as well as pushing and pulling a heavy object, so it is important to be educated on proper body mechanics so no injuries occur. An intervention for the person using the desk would be to educate the client on proper sitting posture as well as ergonomics in order to prevent wear and tear on the muscles and joints of the body and to promote comfort while performing work or school activities. So this is the finished product, and thank you guys for watching.